Alright, give me a second. I need to actually connect everything and then we'll get started. There. That. And we just. Uh, Also, sorry if I'm a little late too. I had to carry some things inside. It took a little longer. But now we're here. Um. So while I'm getting all this loaded up, I might as well get some of the introduction stuff out of the way. Guys, want to help support the channel? Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Actually, you know what? I'm just do this as fast as I can. Also, I haven't been able to upgrade all my characters just yet. Well, okay, I have been upgrading them, but I don't really have them where I want them to be. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing too much in terms of boss fight. If anything, I'll probably just do the whatchamacallit, do some more I don't know, grinding after I finish Seofon's quest. Also, let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, once we're done with Seofon's free episodes, we'll probably just go back to doing some more whatchamacallit, like some more some more grinding. What? Might as well have Quinn here too. You know, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so far I've been kind of actually enjoying like where I'm at with characters. Drawing has been going a little bit slow, but that's kind of to be expected of this game. But we are slowly getting there. Anyways, you know what? I'm actually stockpiling some of these trans marvels. Just for like someone's just for someone's sigil. So yeah, we're just gonna see if I can't get that sigil out right now. Right. Not that either. Even though I really want that. Or I wouldn't mind having that. Yeah, I don't really need it though. Okay, there's nothing here. Here, either. Come on, let's spawn. Want it. Is this thinking? Okay, I'm about to say, is this thinking tired of my antics? Savvy. Come on, show it. Show it now. Nope. Savvy. Nope. Come on, show it. I don't think that's it. Usually hunters something. It's not showing up anymore. What the heck? Glory. That's not it. I don't want White Dragon's glory. I want the hunter set. Literally want the hunter set right now, please. Oh my god. It's going to keep us like trapped here. Gosh. Getting really feel like super annoying. You know, I'm not entirely sure how Granblue Fantasy's gacha work, but I'm willing to bet that their gacha system is nothing short of antiquated. Right now, because looking at this, yeah, I'm gonna say, put a limb out there and say, their gacha system's pretty antiquated. Like, the game's pretty old. Let's get one thing straight. Their games, or their main game is pretty old. If their main game is pretty old, I'm willing to bet that their gacha system's gonna be really old. Like, super antiquated. Like, it's not even antiquated like the archives gacha. It's just like so antiquated. I don't think the devs know what they're doing. Type of antiquated. Wait, there we go. Finally, Jesus. All right, let's see what we get. Did I do this incrementally or what? We'll do this by 10 polls. Pressure damage, damn. Alright, well, 10 polls. Also, don't forget, I'll just do poll 17 so we can just get moving. Hooray! Finally! Jeez. Encourage fly up left. Ha! That's useless. Okay, now I have that. I can give that to my friend. Also, you know what? I think Seofon also has something I can give him. What the stuff? Not entirely sure. I forgot I had this. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to get rid of this tyranny. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. I think I'll go ahead and equip this over this. This is going to be a little bit overkill for Spirit Edge's rally, but I don't know. I kind of want to like I kind of want to like put on another tourney. Well, actually, you know what? I think this would be fun if I just took this away. Would it? I don't know. One on the other hand, what do you got? Bench resist. Yeah, you're not using that. Let's go with this. So basically, this is going to increase your the fire rate for Twin's normal attacks and movement speed for shooting her bow. So let's go ahead and equip this. There, now I have 2 of these things, which is very nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I kind of want to keep the tyranny just for the extra damage. Actually, no, how much tyranny can I actually have stacked on this? Quite a bit. In fact, I should probably just keep this around. Or, you know, I could take this off if I don't really like Spirit Edge's Awakening, but if I do, I'll probably just keep it there. Attack power on the other hand, I could get rid of. Yeah, I haven't been really working on Seofon because I've been so busy with Twin. If anything, I kind of prefer Twin's play style. I like being able to shoot things from afar because, well, just makes things a little bit easier and less, well, a little bit more trivial, I would rather say. There's something I kind of want when it comes down to boss fights. Like, I want to keep things a little bit more trivial and less complicated. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure Seofon is pretty strong. Or at least I expect him to be pretty strong. I mean, like, if Twin's pretty strong, then what about Seofon? But at the same time, the only thing that's holding Seofon back is he's a melee character, and I feel like melee characters tend to suffer, like, tend to suffer late game. Those guys got enemies just running around, and it's really hard to actually hit them. And they're moving around. Like, hell, take Angra Maya for example. That boss likes to go around places and likes to disappear a lot. Having Twin getting off her shots makes that fight a lot more trivial. Yeah. And you know what they say? Those who live by the sword get killed by those with guns. But true in this game, but very true in real life. Power. Retreat. Ugh. I'll bother with this. Last cannon. Useless. Now, I'm gonna keep doing poultry just in case if I can get like another what should I call it? Oh yeah, another war elemental. I don't really care too much about supplementary damage because I don't know, you need a lot to in order to have this effective. Plus, I feel like having the extra, I don't know. I feel like having this proc like 25% of the time, if you only have like one supplementary damage, doesn't really pay off too much. But anything, I don't like leaving things to chance. Like I play enough game to learn my lesson about leaving things up to chance, rather leaving your DPS up to chance. Like if that were the case, I probably would have a certain sigil equipped by now. You guys probably know what that sigil is, but yeah, if chance can actually determine my how big my damage can be and it's actually consistent, I probably would have had like that one sigil equipped. Just for the heck of it. But anyways, yeah, I'll probably give these characters a try later. Also, as for Seofon, it's gonna be a while before I get to get his gear. By the way, I leveled up Steady Spade. Just so it does a little bit more damage and so we can keep up, so yeah. His power should be a little bit close to everyone else. A little bit close. He's not gonna be setting records for throwing things, but unless he's doing a bit of damage. And you know what, hold on. Can't tell. Yeah, it doesn't have any he doesn't have any imbuements on his weapon. Let me change that. Alright, what the? Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Crit rate. Oh, I might give him a lot of crit rate. That would give me something to calm down about. Guard payback. Stamina drain. I could give him this. The drain would come in handy, but I don't know. I think I'd rather he has regen rather than drain. Journey. I don't need this. Probably don't need this. Although I would like to have this. Quick cooldown. That's very low. Quick cooldown. Actually, I kind of wonder, what do I have on my other characters? It's fine. Well, fine for now. I'll probably have to, I'll probably switch out of it once I find something better. But you know what, do I have any here? I could give this to Gwen. She would enjoy having a little bit more tyranny. Or I could give her this. No, whatever. Alright, you know what? I guess, well... Quick cooldown. You know, I could do someone else, but I don't know. Yeah, that's auto revive. Anything else with auto revive or guts? No, that's it. Right, yeah, I kind of want to give to find like a crit rate weapon. Kind of like how the characters are talking over me. That's probably one of the annoying things about this game. Characters talking over me. Alright, you know what? I think I'm just going to give Seofon this probably. You know what? Yeah, I will give him this. Let's give him this. There you go, Seofon. I won't die as easily. But yeah, I have been working on CAG as well, and Bane. They luck, those two will be up pretty soon. Pretty soon. Well, let's go ahead and start Seofon's Bane episodes. Then after this, we'll just do a lot of grinding. What does it mean to be the strongest? I don't know, Seofon. Why don't you ask? Why don't you go to Kintokyo and ask Cyrano? We wrestled with all of our inadequacies at one point or another. I know I have. I'm still wrestling with it.
最も強いもの。それを最強というのは簡単だけど、じゃあ強いってなんだろう。
I'm like, yeah. Doesn't matter how old you are or where you came from. Everyone wants to be top dog. So exactly, what exactly does it take to reach the peak of Mount Awesome? I'm gonna put on this voice whenever I start seeing stuff like this.
腕力、財力、権力。力を意味する言葉はいろいろある。
Power, be it physical, economical, or political, is all about using the right leverage. Like a high-stake games of rock, paper, scissors. Kind of. Like if you can like hold your hand a little bit. Like there's a split second before actually landing rock, paper, or scissors. Probably gauge on what the other person's gonna do, but I don't know. If the other person's doing the same thing, then what's the point anymore? You might as well not do anything.
だけど、腕力に優れた者が権力者に勝てるとは限らない。
For instance, you can't always outflex a sharp wit with the muscle alone.
環境や状況にも左右される。暑い場所なら暑さに強い者が最強かもしれないし、子供にとっては自分を守り育ててくれる存在こそ最強だろう。
Your environment plays an important role in shaping your strength too. A desert denizen shrugs off the heat. No sweat. A kid raised in the streets tend to be savvier than a kid of privilege. Yeah, well, that's a bit true. More experience too.
でも言葉じゃなく感覚としてならどうだろう。
Or at least more experience in this sense of street smarts, which is, in my opinion, is a very nice thing to have, or a very important thing to have. As you can see, everyone thinks they know what strength is, but it isn't that cut and dried. Leave definitions to the dictionaries. I prefer to follow my gut. You're a street kid then. You're a street kid. Seofon. Street kid Seofon.
それすなわち強くて誰にも負けないものみたいなね。
What we need is a unified baseline predicated on common sense. Something along the lines of being the strongest means never losing to anyone. Ever. No, that's a bit of a stretch. That's why the Eternals had to be created.
全空最強の武器の使い手たちを集め、この俺、天聖剣王シエテが頭目を務める気空団。
So we're a group of 10 who commands the most powerful weapons in disguise, and I'm the big kahuna. That's right, the lovable Star Sword stop and hold on, I redo that again. That's right, the lovable Star Sword Sovereign. But you can call me Seofon.
最強の力を持つ者たちの存在によって争いの抑止力足らんとする。
That's well, sure. Think of us as bouncers of the sky realm. We roam the sky staring down would-be troublemakers while wagging our hold on, wait. Let's try that again. 2. We roam the skies staring down would-be troublemakers while wagging our fingers. No.
要するにめちゃくちゃ強い正義の味方がいれば悪党だって悪事を働かなくなるよねってこと。争うことそれ自体を思いとどまらせる力ってわけ。
Look deep into your heart and ask yourself if you'd stoop to villainy under the watchful eyes of the world's strongest good guys. What? You wouldn't? Stop lying. Well, you'd be surprised, Seofon. You'd be really, really surprised. Then again, well, this is fantasy world, so.
誰しもが持つ
A fantasy world,
最強
so.
という言葉に対するコモンセンスがあるからこそ成立する組織だ。
Oh my god. Oh, time to do this voice again. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable crew. Well, of course, but that's implying they're the genius. The villains, that is.
何それマフィアみたいなんて言われることもあった。 理想通りうまくいくことばかりだった。
Well, some have accused us of being a mafia, which, I mean, that's just flat out disrespectful. Look, we never claimed we were perfect. Yeah, well, okay, I don't know what you guys were up to in Granblue Fantasy, but looking at Twin's story right now, I'd say that's a bit of a stretch. Calling them the mafia, that's a bit of a stretch. If anything, you guys are more like a assassin syndicate. That's what you guys are kind of more like. You guys are more like an assassin syndicate, or you know, just vigilantes. But then again, I feel like that's basically everyone at this point. Oh, except for the Green Dark Knights. Those guys are cool. And I guess the society, more or less. There are more. There are more than enough nations and leaders out there who view our autonomy as a threat to their interests. Well, of course, you guys are kind of more or less an unknown. You don't know who you guys are. Not entirely. Well, it's not even under their control, but again, that's why autonomy is there. Our plans that backfired on us before leading to unnecessary animosity and resentment. Alright, I'll go easy on this one. Mistakes have definitely been made. Yet despite all that, this is just between me and you, okay? Who am I talking to? Recruiting the world's biggest... Recruiting the world's biggest badasses sounded way too fun to pass out. Up. I feel like I should just keep this voice on for the rest of the beta episodes, but I don't know. I knew getting the strongest people in the world to jail wouldn't be easy. Was hard enough convincing them to join the team, let alone work as one. You win some, you lose some. I should really read all of this. Okay. No, I know you're dying to ask. Not really. Whenever people gossip about us, they always feel the need to bring it up. So let's get this out of the way and put the subject to bed. Bed. Let me get my blanket. There could only be one who wears the crown of the strongest eternal. Only one whose bravery and deeds are second to none. Possessed of both unparalleled martial power and wisdom, and great hair to boot. Hey, now who could that be, I wonder? Twin. Also, I forgot he has a lot of health. I'm not really sure where the health is coming from, but actually no, I do not. I have whatchamacallit. I need to look at this. I forgot what it's called. Actually no, I totally remembered. It's Aegis. I have Aegis on Seofon, so he has a lot of health now. I'm gonna need to lure that somehow. Alright, time to do more of this. 10 episodes? Okay, just 10 episodes. Well, more like 11 episodes, but I consider it to be 10 now since we're here. Who's that?
果てと呼ばれる場所がある。すべての時が同時に存在するとも言われていて、莫大なエネルギーを内包しているところだ。
There's a place called the Boundary, where every strand of time entwines and colossal concentrations of energy are stored. Very creative names, Thai games. Hey, that rhymes. Also, I'm being sarcastic.
きっかけさえあれば、 果てからエネルギーを引き出すことができる。例えば、俺のように。
A person with a strong boundary imprint is capable of tapping into the boundary to extract its energy. Like yours truly, for one.
俺は果てから力を引き出すことができるけど、果てから俺に何かをしてくることはない。はずだった。ある時までは。
Please. That being said, just because I have access to the mind doesn't mean I'll always strike gold. If anything, I think I got more than I bargained for. That's one heck of an analogy. If anything, you're making it sound like this mind is really, really empty. Like, super duper empty. Also, just yours is a normal voice. Whoopsies.
果てから響いた声が俺に警戒を促す。ゼーガグランデ空域。そこに大いなる危険が存在すると。
A resonant voice boomed from the boundary and issued a disturbing warning. It claimed there was a calamitous menace residing in the Zeker Grande Kingdom.
ゼーガグランデ空域だって。
Zeker Grande, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, son?
あの空域には現在団長ちゃんたちがいるはずだ。
Unless my memory has been playing tricks on me, that's where Tajibol and the crew were right now. This is an excuse to go off and meet them.
警戒すべき存在か。君が懸念するのは井戸という人物のことかい？
I'm curious. I was wondering if that warning you heard pertains to a youth named Id.
全空一の槍の使い手ウーノ。10点集の結成を俺に提案した当人だ。商人のネットワークに通じていて各地の情報に詳しい。
Ah, meet Andre, the world's greatest spearmaster. Blame him for giving me the idea to form the Eternals. He got eyes and ears in all corners of the skies, thanks to his buddies from his merchant days. Ah, so he's the one with the fancy hair. It's Andre.
井戸。詳しいことわかるかな？
Of course, he'd be the one on top. Who's this Id guy? I get the feeling you got the deets.
ああ。
What?
ゼーガグランデ空域について
Also,
は
what?
本意にしてもらっている。
Sorry if I'm talking over Andre, but oh my god.
いろいろと聞く
What?
でね。
What? Seriously, deets? Where are we? Is this Cyberpunk? Am I accidentally playing Cyberpunk 2077? Please say no. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to turn off the game then. Because today's the day where we play Granblue Fantasy Relink, not that game. Indeed I do. Have a seat. The tales my friend tell me of Zeker Grande's current events are well worth the listen.
ウーノはいろいろと教えてくれた。もともとゼーガグランデ空域はアビア教団の長リリスという人物の勢力下にあったらしく、聖少獣を星神と呼び崇める独特な文化が根付いているという。
Andre proceeded to give me the scoops. Turns out Zeker Grande's has primal beasts too, except they call them primeval gods. The Church of Aviel, led by a woman named Lilith, propagated the idea of deifying those primals.
多くの空を支配したあの神王ですらも手出しせず、特殊な空域と言わしめた場所だとか。
Zeker Grande was unique in a sense that even the true king, had yet to meddle in its affair.
幸い団長たちの活躍
Oh
で
yes,
リ
true
リスの
king.
脅威は
The other person off to the
その
side.
子息である井戸は改心し、人々のために善行を積んでいるそうだ。
Thankfully, Dijibol and the crew thwarted Lilith's plans. Her son, Id, is now pursuing a path of atonement for his transgressions.
やれやれ。10点集の目が届かないところでやってくれるね。知らない間に世界の危機だなんて笑えないよ。
Sheesh, I can't believe an extinction level conspiracy nearly succeeded right under our noses. That's not funny at all.
破壊の竜となって空を滅ぼしかけた井戸か。そりゃ見極めに行かないとまずいね。
Alright, well. You're telling me this kid morphed into a dragon of destruction to blow up the world. And we're supposed to let bygones be bygones because he's sorry?
ウーノは
Fuck, I should have done the voice there.
のように目を細めた。
That didn't feel too good. Andre, every perspective of my implications. Try to appease me with a smile.
だけど今や井戸は団長の仲間だ。君の判断次第では対立することになるかもしれないよ。
Now, Dejable has welcomed it into the crew. It may be best to keep your opinions to yourself this time. You have a history of coming across as confrontational.
だよね。そうなると正直辛いところだ。
Ouch! He's got me there. Still hurts to be called out, though.
俺はいつも通り10点集として必要なことをやるだけだよ。そりゃ団長ちゃんに嫌われることなんてしたくないけどさ。
Come on, it's my job as our leader to take this stuff seriously. Besides, getting on Dejable's bad side is the last thing I want.
そうだね。対立なんてないに越したことはない。
Yes, it would be wise to maintain an amicable working relationship.
ウーノは少しばかり笑い、そしてすぐに鋭い目で俺を射抜いた。
The old timer chuckled softly before shooting me a piercing stare.
かつて君に言ったことがあったね。情にほだされない最善の選択は時として共感を得ることができないと。今回も君には必要な選択をしてほしい。
Do you remember the sage counsel I gave you oh so long ago? Sometimes making impartial decisions means losing the sympathy and understanding of others. This is going to be one of those times.
さすがはウーノ、示唆に富んだ言葉だね。10点集の頭目って立場はいつも難しい判断を強いられるよ。まったく。
Andre, it's double as ever. Leading the Eternals is hard enough without your helpful reminders.
わかったよ。ま、とにかく行ってみるさ。
I know, I'll keep you updated. I feel like it's gonna be a reoccurring thing. Over and over again. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next episode. I feel like I've seen this before. Also, I just realized you're
そう、ついてきてくれるの？
both probably have the same outfits. Wait, really? You're coming with me to when?
私がついてきたら都合が悪い？
Unless you see me as excess baggage.
いや、そんなことないよ。
What? I would never think of that about your boobs that
ゼガへの航路は一人旅になると思ってた。もともと10点集は集まりが悪いし、最近ちょっとやらかしが多くて、仲間内での俺の評判も落ちてたし。
My original plan was to fly solo. Punctuality isn't a hallmark of the Eternals. Assuming anyone bothers to show up when I call for assembly, that is. To make matters worse, my approval rating took a nosedive for my handling of recent events.
もっとも、俺はやるべきことをやっただけだ。結果として信頼を失うとしても仕方ない。と思っている。
Alright, you know what? They can think whatever they want, but I did what I had to do, even if it meant losing a modicum of trust in the short run. That was a justification I gave myself anyways.
だからこそ、ソーンがついてきてくれると聞いて驚いた。嬉しいけど、本当に嬉しいんだけど。
So when Twin offered to accompany me, I was touched. Were the open wounds finally starting to heal? I wanted it to be true. Please tell me it was true.
ひょっとして何か裏がある？
You're coming with me out of the goodness of your heart, right?
本音を言うと、私なりの目的はあるわ。あなたがまたみんなから反感を買うようなことをしないように見張っておきたいの。
Actually, it's personal. I'll be on hand to make sure you don't start a war with something, war or something. Think of me as your chaperone.
うわ、やっぱり信頼ないな。
No, I knew it was too good to be true.
まさか、俺だってそうそう変なことはしないよ。
Hey, ha ha ha! Give me a little credit. I swear I've learned my lesson.
星屑の街の一件がなければそれも信じられるんだけど。
I want to believe you, but we don't need a repeat of the Stardust Town incident.
反論できない。自業自得ってこういうことだよね。
Alright, that little unhappiness. Me reaping what I sowed really sucks.
まあ、そうもそんなりに俺のことを心配してくれてるんだと前向きに考えるとしよう。
Alright, well, well, that's the one being to win. I know she's worried about me. She's too professional to say it. Yeah, let's go with that. That's how I'm gonna treat the. That's how. Whenever I run into like lines like that, that's how I'm gonna treat. That's how we're gonna treat them. I'm gonna read them with the annoying protagonist voice. That's how we're gonna handle this. All of this. Uh-oh. We already have friction.
いやー、ごめんねみんな。今頃到着しちゃって。
You can see in Roland's eyes. We already have friction. You can also see in Chichitable's eyes. The friction. Hey, friends. Sorry for missing the action. I wish I could have gotten here sooner.
ゼーガグランデ区域のフォルカという町で久しぶりに団長ちゃんたちの顔を見る。
I took my first steps into the town of Folka. I was greeted by the crew, who I hadn't seen in what felt like ages.
ただ、ちょっと罰が悪い。何せ、この区域の脅威はほぼ解決済みだ。
It should have been a happy reunion, but instead I felt shame for not being there when this Skydom needed me.
ちょっと遅かったですね。
It took you long enough, Slowpoke.
ちゃんはなかなか容赦がない。なんだか俺にだけ当たりが厳しくない？
Also, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have the Cheetable or Mandible here. I forgot who I was on last time. You know what? I'll probably go back and just switch. Well, yeah, I'll probably go back and switch this back to Mandible, maybe. I don't know. I'll just keep it as Cheetable for now. And the rousing has already begun. The captain treated me like a personal punching bag.
あなたがあの有名な10点集の。はじめまして。ポルカで便利屋を営んでいるローランと申します。
You must be the famous Eternal I've heard so much about. I'm Roland, Folka's resident handyman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
こちらこそはじめまして、ローランドの10点集の頭目シエテ。以後、お見知りおきを。
Hello, Derek. Hello. How are you doing today? Let's see. Pleasure's all mine. I'm Roland. I'm Seofon, leader of the Eternals.
にこやかな笑顔とともに差し出された手を握り返す。
We exchanged smiles and handshakes.
今のところ危険性は感じないけど気は抜けない。何せ星の民といえばこの空のかつての支配者だ。くせ者揃いの印象も強いしね。
Alright, I think this line seems good enough. So far, so good. I didn't sense any signs of deceit. But nothing's ever simple when it comes to astrals. Kinda hard to trust the people who want to invade your homeland, you know? Make no mistake, Roland had the power to conquer nations if he wanted to.
それで聞くところによると星の民だとか。
So, is it true you're an astral?
ええ、まあ。ですが、星の民といえど一枚岩じゃありません。今はお目こぼしいただけると幸いなのですが。
Yes, there's no escaping my past. However, not all astrals are cut from the same stone. With that being said, I realize old prejudices die hard.
もちろん敵対はしないよ。問題さえ起こさなければね。
Hey, if you don't start trouble, then neither will I.
それで十分です。どうか僕に猶予をください。
It's a deal. I'm sure I'll keep my keep given enough time.
10点集としては放っておけない存在だけど、ローランについてはちょっと保留しておこう。何せ今回の本命は。
Alright, well. I probably should say oh, but I'll go easy on this one. My gut was telling me I needed to keep an eye on this rolling guy too, otherwise I'd be shirking my duties as an Eternal. But for now, there's someone else at the top of my wanted list. I'm Ed. Put it there, I guess. Jeez, yeah, crushing grip. Jeez, yeah, crushing grip. There. Suddenly, my body was whacked by an unimaginable sensation. One that gave me chills all over. You know how pressure builds up before a dam bursts or a volcano erupts? That's the best way I could describe this ridiculous amount of force pushing back against me. I fought my share of tough guys before, but this never felt anything like it. Seems like the power gauging went both ways. Play it cool, Seofon. Flash it with your award-winning smile. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yeah,
What? No, nothing. Sorry. I was afraid it would come to this. I'm sorry, Cheatable. I hope you'll be able to forgive me for what I'll have to do. Yeah, that's one thing I. Oh, horde mode. Yeah, that's one thing I starting to not stand too much when it comes to after reading all this. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not too bad when you're like in game, but I don't know. Once you're like reading this out loud, you start to notice that the localization tends to, I don't know, take its own form. Like once you start reading it, like it starts like going the way you expect it to go. That is, that's the right thing. I'm not entirely sure. You know what? Just go in. Ah, feed burn. Like, yeah. Whole scene. It's like Burn's trying to get fed. It's just thinking about it, and they got Seofon over here being like, come on, feed him. You know you want to feed him. You better feed him. I checked the room. Checked into a room for a few nights. Keeping tabs on id was going to take a while. Inside, wait, on. Oh my god. Since I've got nothing else on my plate, I figured you guys could use another handyman. I'm more like a handy army, if you will. Although I had to proceed to spar with me one-on-one, there was little to learn when the stakes were non-existent. No, I'll go easy on this one too. Thankfully, the god threw me a bone. Help, we got monsters stomping around by the waterfront. What? Water? Id looking shook was a rare sight to see. That place must have been, meant something to him.
くそ今はグランサイファーが定期整備中なんだが
Just our luck. The Grand Cipher is still in the shop.
私ローランさんの船を借りられないか聞いてきます。
I'll ask Roland if he can borrow a ship. Damn.
これは井戸君の本気が見られる好機
やばい
かも。
No, it's too late. It's all too
人
late.
助けも忘れちゃいないけどね。
This was my chance to see how it reacted when pushed to the brink. And of course, we had people to save as well.
ねえ井戸君。
They're not a factor.
二人乗りの小型艇があるんだけど、一緒に先乗りするかい？
If you don't mind the squeeze, I've got my two-seater that I flew in here. Here in. Need a ride?
いいんじゃねえか。お前らなら戦力は申し分ねえだろうし、すぐオイラたちも追いつくからよ。
Good idea. No monsters will stand a chance against you two. We'll catch up as soon as we can.
分かった頼む
Got it. See ya.
うまい具合に二人きりだ。船に乗り込み、テンペール方面へと舵を切る。
My plan went off without a hitch. Took off for Tempio with Id pointing the way.
水辺の開拓村だっけ？気になることでもあるのかい？
This place we're heading to, anything special about it?
俺が守ると約束した人たちがいる
Yeah, the promise. I promised the people living there I keep them safe.
そういうことなら急がないとね。
And there's no time to
と
waste.
しても、島民が魔物に襲われるのを黙って見過ごすつもりなんてない。
The last thing I wanted on my conscience was my failure to protect the innocent.
今は現場に急行することだけを考えよう。
Lives were at stake, and that's all that mattered. Yeah. This is a pretty far place. Go heck with it. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I don't need to read any of that. If I did, I would have just lost my mind a little.
こんなの数だけさ。俺たちなら問題ないだろう。はこれはどう？
やってみせよう
どうだ。そら。悪いね。甘いね。いや。
Oh, that all there is.
だがこの程度
You know what?
確かにその程度じゃ本気は見せてくれそうにないか。
シェル
いや、なんでもないよ。とっとと蹴散らしちゃおう。来い。行くよ。それ、しれってや。終わり。
Jeez, I'm not getting anything.
しれっせい。甘い。
大変だ二人とも。村の方にも魔物が出やがった。
それ、なんだ。落ち着こうか、井戸君。あっちは団長ちゃんたちに任せよう。
そうだ
甘いね。そら。
まずこいつらだ
Oh, you got that, Ed. You got that. Hey, no, that was mine.
あれが親玉かな。
ええ数だぜ。さすがにやべえんじゃねえか。
A bone army? I would say they're mostly in my turn. Alright, I was gonna beat them up, but I guess.
今のはなんて力だ。
やったな。
Oh, I guess he doesn't need any more power. Let's go get this one.
ゲラスアンデッドを呼び出す元凶か。はっ切り裂け。いいの。たくさん。
Ouch. Oh, he did. I literally forgot I don't have Stout Heart with me.
それにしてもすごいね。
Okay, that's fine. I could probably manage without Stout Heart that much. Well, let's see, find another boss. I could take Stout Heart off of Gwen, but I don't know.
急ぐぞ 何事もなければいいが
I hope we're not too
ヒ
late.
ロ君は一刻も早く村に向かいたいらしい。まだ落ち着くってわけにはいかないようだ。
His entire body twitched with impatience. The anxiety was getting the better of him.
イド君と B 君は先に行ってくれ。あれだけの魔物がいたんだ。俺は打ち漏らしがないか確認してから向かうよ。
Go on ahead with Vern. I'll stick around here to mop up any stragglers.
そうか、助かる。
Thanks, I owe you one.
よし急ごうぜ。
Come on!
走り去る一人と一匹の背を眺めながら、先の戦いを振り返る。
I watched them depart, then turned back to my task at hand.
やっぱりあの力は、とんでもないな。
That power of his is off the chart.
おそらく
The
彼は
charts.
まだ力を使いこなせていない。にもかかわらず、あの威力ときた。
And to think, he demonstrated such devastating power without even fully knowing how to control it.
10点集として、これまで多くの強者と相対してきた。正直、今この時であれば、彼より強い者はいくらでもいる。でも、この先はどうなる？
Tackling godlike entities was par for the course of us, for us Eternals. Frankly, in its current state, I stick it several tiers below the toughest of the tough. But he could easily shoot up the rankings.
あの井戸君の
Oh, he has at one point.
破壊の竜の力を従前と言わずとも引き出せている証拠だ。
Fully powered or not, the instant he transformed into a mini Bahamut, I'd seen enough.
破壊の竜。それ自体と同じだけの力をもし彼が持ち得るとしたら、末恐ろしい存在だと言うしかない。
If he ever figures out how to unlock the secrets of Bahamut's destructive might, then gods help us all. Oh. Alright, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and, yeah, no, that's not it. I'm gonna go ahead and borrow, that Stout Heart off of Twin. I'll probably give it back to her once we, wrap up, Seofon's, story.
どうも。
Because, if anything, I found my new main, basically. It'll probably stick as my new main until, we find another ranged character. Anyways, let's go ahead and, do this.
決断の時は迫っている。とはいえ、独断専行には散々釘を刺されているわけだし、まずは相談ということで、ソンに話を持ちかける。
The 11th hour was approaching fast. Hey, that's the studio. I wanted to spring into action, snip the weed at the roots, but I decided to check in with Twin first just in
井
case.
戸君の力見せてもらったよ。やっぱり感化できない。
His powers
いざ
are
となれば
his powers are a ticking time bomb. You want to live with endless guilt after he goes off? Because I don't.
空の命は多かれ少なかれ、境外因子を内包している。もし井戸君が破壊の竜の力のみならず、果ての力にもつながることができたら。
Sky dwellers, to a certain extent, possess something called a boundary imprint, which links them to the boundary. The Sky Realm was going to have a very bad day if his dragon powers ever crossed streams with the boundaries and energy.
憂慮すればするだけ不安要素は積み重なっていく。引き出した力に井戸君が飲まれるようなことがあれば、空の世界は壊滅の危機に瀕する可能性だってある。
That fear wouldn't stop haunting me. Who's to say the kid had the mental fortitude to withstand the dragon's temptation? Bahamut didn't climb up to the supremacy ladders with pleases and thank yous.
そうなってからでは遅い。それはソーンも理解しているようだった。だが
We'd be smoking piles of ashes by the time we decided to move. I was banking on Twin sympathizing with me.
だからあなたは井戸を排除すべきと？
In other words, assassination.
そうだね。そう判断せざるを得ない。
Unfortunately, yes. Believe me, this is our last resort.
私はそうは思えないわ。
Well, I disagree.
理由が知りたくて先を促すと、俺が一方的な未来しか見ていないからとソーンは言った。彼女自身、まだ井戸君を見定めている最中だと思う。
When I asked her why, she said I'd fallen prey to confirmation bias. She was still in the process of making her own determinations about it.
かつてこの空を滅ぼしかねなかった仲間もいるじゃない。でも 彼らだって今は自らを変え団員としてうまくやっていけてる。判断を下すのは早計じゃないかしら。
We know good people who once threatened to upset the sky's balance. They changed for the better and were welcomed with open arms into the crew. How could you be so quick to judge a book by its cover?
団長の旅路はあまりに困難で危険なものだ。だからこそ様々な力が必要になるはずだと付け加える。
He added that Jabel's journey was fraught with danger. Success hinged upon having crewmates of diverse backgrounds and talents.
井戸君もその一人ってこと？
And you think it could be one of those people?
ええ、彼が必要な時だって来るかもしれない。
He'll prove himself. You'll see.
ソーンの主張には一理ある。
He always knew how to make a compelling argument.
井戸君の力をうまく導ければ、この上なく心強いのも確かだ。そう考えることは、ある意味では正しい。
Heck, even part of me, heck, part of me was even rooting for the kid to conquer the dragon's powers.
わかったよ。もうしばらくは井戸君を見守ることにする。
Fair enough. I'll put Plan B on the back burner until further notice. Also, wait a second. This is the part where okay, you know what? Never mind. Like that was supposed to be the part where Seofon was supposed to actually was supposed to not say anything because someone was like listening in onto them. But I guess that never happened, I suppose. Oh, anyway, let's keep it moving.
涼しげな風が通り抜け、遠くからは教会の鐘が鳴り響く。老人たちは談笑し、広場には子供たちの笑い声がこだまする。
A gentle breeze cooled my skin as a church bell signaled for the coming hour. Squeals of laughter from rambunctious rascals filled the town plaza, while the elders engaged in pleasant banter.
そんな穏やかなフォルカの街中で、
It was a lovely day. Too lovely to be spent on digging up dirt on it.
俺は井戸君という人物を見極めるための材料集めという、あまり陽気とは言えない使命を遂行している。
And yet there I was, playing private detective. You gotta do what you gotta do.
だけど、
Well, it was fun while it
井戸
lasted.
君の力の根源といった肝心なことは何一つわからないまま。分かったのは、井戸君の評判が上々ということくらいだ。
I still had no idea how he got his powers in the first place, but his handyman reviews were through the roof.
彼に助けてもらったことのある島民は数限りなく、中には剣の指導を受けている子供までいるらしい。
The guy did anything and everything for Volka. He even ran a sword training classes for the town's tykes.
そうの言うことは一理あるんだけどね。
Guess Twin was really onto something.
井戸君が本当に団長ちゃんの助けになるのなら、安易に排除という選択肢を選ぶべきではないのかもしれない。
It boasted an impressive resume that proved its worth to Jajible's crew. There was no way I could move to eliminate him.
穏やかなフォルカの雰囲気に浸っていると、そんな結論に至りたくなる。10点集の頭目としては、それはそれでまずい。
No, snap out of it, Seofon. You're supposed to remain impartial. Don't let yourself be hypnotized by Volka's bewitching their energy.
ただ、調査を進めるうちに、こんな声を耳にすることもあった。つい最近、井戸君に助けられたという行商人の女の話だ。
As it turns out, not everyone spoke so glowingly of the brooding swordsman. Case in point, I found a lady whose testimony supported my misgivings.
私は
Up there's the
あの人のことを怖いと思ってしまったんです。
well, here comes the confirmation bias. Yes, he did save me from danger. But I just can't get over his terrifying visage.
それまたどうして？
May I ask why?
あの人が戦うところを見たから。化け物みたいな姿になって すごい力で全てをなぎ払って
い
もしあの力が私や家族に向けられたらって思ったら
He tore through monsters like paper. Does it make him less of a monster if he's the one slaughtering them? What if he snaps and one day comes after me and my family?
他者に恐れを抱かせるほどの力。それは一つ間違えれば空の世界に動乱を招く。
The masses fear power behind their comprehension. These misunderstandings can't snowball into sky-wide chaos. Seofon?
俺たち
Seofon,
実践
please?
者が団長ちゃんの力で
Don't jump the gun here.
だけ
Don't
ど
forget who you are.
もしそれが不可能なほどに大きな力だとしたら
If we can keep a tight lid on its might, then everything... oh, okay, hold on, let me try that again. If we could keep a tight lid on its might, then everything would be hunky-dory. Whether... oh, wait, hold on. Whether Jable and us Eternals could form a tight enough seal was the problem.
最悪の事態を考慮しないわけにはいかないんだよね。
Even if I was wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, I had to assume the worst. Alright, well, let's go on to the next one. Yeah. Let's keep moving.
辺り一面の限りなく青い空。通り抜ける穏やかな風。
Another gorgeous no, I'll go easy on this one. Another gorgeous day. Light winds and not a cloud in the sky.
忘れられた空に浮かぶ気空艇の甲板で、俺は一人物思いにふけっていた。
I leaned on the deck railing of the airship and stared out into the forgotten sky.
ここか。
This is it.
この辺りの空で、井戸君は次元に穴をこじ開けて、ローラン救出に向かったという。
I'd arrived at the spot where it had rescued Roland, where he had opened a hole to another dimension.
次元を超える空の世界のくさびたる六竜にも匹敵する力なのか。
Wasn't traversing dimensions something only the six dragons were capable of?
本当に井戸君を信じていいのかな。
Can I risk letting a kid who's capable of tearing the fabric of space live?
井戸君は星の民であるリリスに利用され、この空に剣を向けた。その後、破壊の竜に体を乗っ取られ、世界そのものを破壊しかけたとも言う。
Can't hold it against him that his astral foster mother led him down a path of darkness. Not to mention his body had been hijacked by a literal dragon god.
井戸が持つ危険性は規格外に過ぎる。たとえ、曰く付きの団員が大勢いるとしても、彼らと同じように扱っていいと思う。
I can't put my finger on who's saying that. It's probably Seofon's consciousness. Or conscience. Your conscience sounds very evil, Seofon. Like, super evil. Don't be stupid. Unlike the other, problem cases in the crew, this guy is beyond saving. He's an irredeemable menace.
嫌な声だ。そして残念なことに、その危惧は俺が抱くものと同じだ。
I hated that annoying voice because I knew it was telling me what I wanted to hear. Just go away, voice. Go back to Twitter.
そうだろう。
He's too dangerous to be left alive. You know it.
この煩わしい声を聞くのは何度目か。すべての時間が等しく存在する果てから響く声は、俺とは別の道をたどったもう一人の俺のものであるらしい。
Voice began pestering me after I teamed up with Jijibol to solve a crisis revolving around the sky wedges, aka the six dragons. Also, you know what? If I can't recall, we did hear about the voice during Twins fate episode. I think this might have something more to do with the actual Blue Fantasy story. And by the way, at one point I was thinking about playing Granblue Fantasy, but right now I'm kind of not in the middle of feeling it. Or I really don't feel it right now. If anything, I'm kind of just slowly backing away from just streaming gacha games. I assume Granblue Fantasy is a gacha game, so yeah, if it is, then I probably won't be playing it.
君は俺だ。井戸に対する結論は言われなくとも分かってるよね。
Also, yeah, if any of you guys are like literally coming here to like watch me play gacha games or react to gacha games, well, I got bad news because I don't have any plans on doing those anymore. So yeah, they're expecting like I don't know, Blue Archive or Genshin to come back, and well, I'm just gonna save you guys the trouble and say don't bother, just don't bother. But anyways, good luck trying to silence your own thoughts from yourself.
団長ちゃんと空のくさびにまつわるとある事件を解決した頃から、この別の俺の声が聞こえ始めた。厄介で腹立たしく。しかし、確かに俺自身だとうなずける声。
It sounded like me because it was me. Oh, that's well, easy there, Seofon. That's way too deep for me. Like way too deep for me. Like that sounds more like a you problem, not me problem. Well, anyways, a Seofon of an alternate world spoke from the time convergent boundary. Apparently, I made wildly different choices in that timeline.
井戸も空の民の一人だ。多かれ少なかれ境外因子を持っているはず。彼が果てにアクセスして破壊だけでなく創生の力さえもその手にしたらどうなるか。
It has an imprint. What with him being a sky dweller and all, it's bad enough he has the power of destruction. What happens if he acquires the boundaries power of creation too? You know what? It's starting to sound like self-doubt rather than another Seofon. Just saying. Like until I see him like materialize on the deck, I'm starting to think that this might just be just self-doubt talking. I was no expert in that mumbo jumbo, so I had to take his word for it. Oh my god, Seofon. Not because it was comfortable or anything. Of course, I take it with a hefty dose of salt. Just let him talk, and hope he tires himself out.
説得しようという気はないけど、見せたいものがある。数ある可能性の中でも、今君が最も知りたい世界。創生と破壊の力を得た井戸が暴走した世界だよ。
Fine, I won't beat a dead horse, but here's some food for thought. Take a peek at his vision of Id, getting his hands on both the powers, and tell me you're okay with turning a blind eye.
激しくも一瞬の頭痛とともに脳裏にある映像がひらめく。
A searing vision ripped through my skull and left me with a pounding headache.
なんてことのない光景だ。
Where do I even begin with what I've been showing? I don't know, maybe talk to a therapist?
竜となり果てた井戸君が力を暴走させ、人々は抵抗の余地なく。
Yep, if therapy actually exists in this universe. Actually, no, it would be funny if there was like a therapist character in this, in Granblue. I definitely play as that character. There was a dragon, presumably Id, on a murder-fueled rampage. His breath left wakes of charred soot that scattered across, and scattered through the winds as the islands turned out of the sky.
強大な力はそれそのもの以外の全てを飲み込み、やがて空の世界は消失に至る。
The ultimate strength belonged to him, and he unleashed it upon the skies until only a hollowed husk of a world was left.
ただそれだけ。予想通りで何の面白みもない。
Big deal. It had the one in a billion chance of happening. That's practically zero. Is it?
ほんと、勘弁してほしいよね。
Neat trick. You almost had me going there.
だけど腹立たしいことに
Who was I with? No, Seofon, don't give in to your self-doubt.
これは起こりうる可能性の一つだ。井戸君が存在する限り
As long as it drew breath, practically zero wasn't zero.
くそ
Arg, I hate this.
何が嫌かって決断の最後の一押しをしたのがあのいけすかないもう一人の俺だってことだ。
As much as I wanted to slap the smirk off my other face, I knew I was right, and that's what pissed me off the most. He's gonna slap himself.
それからソーンの判断を待てないことも今の光景を彼女に見せられるのなら納得してもらえそうなんだけどね。
Sorry, twin, I can't wait for your judgment any longer. You'd understand my position if you'd seen what I'd seen. I don't think she would. If anything, she'd probably call the cops.
脳裏にウーノの言葉がよぎる。
Or, you know, the Fiendrak Knights. Yeah, those guys. I guess they're the cops. I suppose. Suddenly, Henri's words ring in my ears.
情にほだされない最善の選択は時として共感を得ることができない。
Sometimes making impartial decisions means losing the sympathy and understanding of others.
ああ、わかってる。わかってるよ、ウーノ。
True enough, old friend. One. That is the part where I do the voice. True enough, friend. True enough.
いつか世界の敵になり果てるとしても、世界の礎の役目を全うしよう。
If that makes me public enemy number one, so be it. This is my duty to the world. I'm starting to think it's not just self-doubt, but you may be the 3% or 10%. I don't know what percentage it is. If you're wondering what percentage I'm talking about, I'm talking about the percentage of people who have schizophrenia. So what's this? A boss fight. Well, it's a good thing I have the thing I need. My stout heart. Yes. Oh, let's do this. Also, I'm gonna guess we're gonna be fighting it this time. I can't tell if they're pissed off or happy with each other. I'm going to assume that they're happy because I'll probably kiss after this. What's this all about, Seofon?
井戸君の疑問は最もだった。飛竜の谷。危険な魔物がうろつくこんな場所に呼び出されれば、誰だって不思議に思うだろう。
It eyed me with great suspicion. He had every right to do so. One doesn't get called out to the monster-infested Skyrim Valley expecting to have a full, fun-filled picnic. Well, not unless if you're bloodthirsty.
突然悪いね。まあ、ちょっと話を聞いてくれないか?
Thanks for coming on short notice. You might want to sit down for this.
説明はそう難しくなかった。
It wasn't going to be an easy pill for him to swallow. He should have went with the blue pill.
井戸君は境外因子。すなわち、果てにつながる力と破壊の竜の力の双方を持っている。その強大な力の使い方を誤れば、容易に世界は終わる。
He could have done without the all that jazz, but well, I guess we'll have to go with this voice. I told him about the boundaries' imprints, the boundaries' powers, all that jazz. It was imperative for him to understand that one wrong move could spell doom for the world.
その危険性は排除されなければならない。いろいろと考えてはみたんだけどね。結論は一つだった。10点集の頭目として、君の存在は看過できない。
Oh my god.
だから、排除させてもらう。
Well, I guess we're doing this again. Prevention is the best pure, meaning you gotta go. I took everything, and I mean everything, into consideration. I'm just doing my job here. No hard feelings. I'm not crazy. You are crazy.
飛竜の谷の空にあの破壊の光景が重なっても
Jeez.
それに追い立てられるようにしてつい殺気が漏れた。
In my mind, I pictured a dragon silhouette racing through the skies above the valley, raining death and death and decay upon the land. Come on, is it decay or destructive? Like, come on, seriously. I told myself I was doing the right thing.
そうか。
I see.
対する井戸君にはさしたる動揺もない。
Considering the gravity of what I just told him, Id was doing a good job staying composed. It's almost as if he's not crazy, right?
お前の判断を否定する気はない。俺とてこの力が危険だと承知している。
I can't dispute, I can't dispute the fact that my power has the potential to cause disaster.
その目に光るものは覚悟だ。
His eyes burn with the will to fight.
だが、俺は多くの人々に、そしてこの空に借りがある。
Oh my god.
それを返すまでは、空が力の意味を知るまでは、命を無駄にするつもりはないと誓ったんだ。
Alright, well, since he said it, I guess I'll have to do the voice for him too. But here's the rub. I'm indebted to the people of these skies, and I aim to repay them. Sky Realm granted me the strength for a reason. And until I understand the purpose in life, I swear to never let this second chance go to
事
waste.
実、井戸君は団長ちゃんのため、人々のために尽力している。彼の覚悟に一片の曇りもない。
I knew he was doing everything in his power to help the people and the others. You can't fake that kind of sincerity.
俺を排除するというのなら、抗わせてもらう。
Come, hell or high water, I will survive.
井戸君はゆっくりと体験を抜き、構える。
Oh my god. He made a big show drawing his great blade. Yeah, right. As if that would dissuade me.
それじゃあ、始めようか。
Fine then, let the games begin.
俺もまた応じるように剣を構える。くしくも同じ剣使い。あとはどちらの主張が正しいか。
We're
剣のみで語るってわけ。
We were both swordsmen, and we knew the score. Only one of us was going to come out on top.
十天衆頭目、天聖剣を教えて。参る。
I, Seofon, Star Sword Sovereign, shall cut you down. What? Hold on, give me this.
手加減はできないよ、井戸君。
ここで負けるわけにはいかない。
甘いね。どうだ。いや、大技に気をつけなきゃね。来い。せい。そこから。
俺は抗ってみせる。目覚めろ。俺の中に眠る竜の力よ。
Alright, go on with your thing. Yeah, yes. Oh no, he's gonna turn to dragon. Oh, that took a long time, actually. Usually much quicker than that.
それでいい。
I like go over here now. I don't know what you're. Oh, sure, like up. Alright, I'm just gonna stand over here now. Oh, that was quick.
悪いね、井戸君。
I haven't leveled that much, too. Or I haven't really increased his equipment that much.
激戦の末、ついに井戸君は膝をつく。
Finally, I broke through its tenacity and forced him down onto one knee.
果てからの警告は嘘じゃない。分かっていたけど、井戸君は強い。力を使いこなせるようになれば、どこまで強くなるかわからない。
The kid wasn't a monster, far from it. But I had to heed the warning from my other self. Without the guarantee of him mastering his powers, I couldn't take any chances.
いや、まだだ。
I refuse to stay down.
驚くべきことに、井戸君は再び立ち上がり、体験を構え直した。破壊の竜の力ときたら、とんでもない頑丈さだね。
To my surprise, he walled back up on trembling legs and readied his hulking sword again. What does he eat? Iron?
誓いを果たすまで、俺は決して。
You won't keep me from, you won't stop me from keeping my promises.
そうだろうね。じゃあ、白黒つけようか。
Then I guess we're about to find out who's on the right side of
俺
justice.
と井戸君が再び剣を交えようとした、その時だった。
Neither of us spoke at this critical juncture. We raised our swords and prepared for one last strike.
俺たちを制止するかのように、一本の矢が飛び込んでくる。
Suddenly, there came an whistle of air, followed by an almost inaudible thud.
思ったより早かったね。
Crap, I thought I had more time.
何が起こったのかはすぐ理解できた。
The instant I saw that quivering arrow shaft sticking out of the ground, I knew my best laid plans had gone up in smoke.
矢が飛んできた方向を見ると、予想通りのメンツが勢ぞろいしている。ソーン、ルリアちゃん、ビー君、それに団長ちゃんもだ。
I've been busted by the Goody Two-Shoes squads! And I didn't need to guess who was a part of that team. Gwen, Lyria, Vern, and of course, Cheatable!
ソーンが場違いなほど優雅に俺の前へ降り立った。
Gwen reached me first and alighted gracefully by my side.
相談してないでしょ。井戸を脅威だと断定する前にやれることがあったんじゃない？
Now that's weird. Nobody consulted me about dragging it out into the wilderness to murder him.
これは反論できない。そうしている間に団長ちゃんたちが駆け寄ってくる。
No, really, what could I say? The rest of the group came sprinting over while I got chewed out.
もうやめてください。お二人が戦うなんて嫌です。
That's enough, Seofon. Why are you trying to hurt each other?
何やってんだよ。仲間同士だろ。こんなことしてんじゃね
Yeah, what's gotten into you guys? We're all supposed to be friends. I guess.
危ないから下がっていてくれないか。
Look, we got a situation here. Don't come any closer.
え。シエタさんのバカ。
Knock it off, dummy. What?
遅れてやってきた頬の痛みに殴られたのだとやっと気づいた。
It took a second for the It took a second for the slap to register, but who boy did it sting?
しばしの静寂。その重苦しい空気を破ったのは、
God, get this right and say normal for 1 second. Okay, there we go. There we go. The others stood there in uncomfortable silence, unsure if it was wise to speak.
私をまだ信じてくれますか？
Do you still trust me?
そう言われてしまったら剣を収めるほかはない。
Knowing when to cut your losses is a valuable skill. Nothing more I could do but to sheath my sword.
団長ちゃんとその周りに集まる力は強大で、その気になればどんな野望でも達成できるだろう。
Jijiba had this uncanny ability to inspire hope when the chips were down. I swear I could see this heroic aura glowing around them.
だけど君は出会ったあの日から変わらない善なる心を持ち続けている。
Ever since I first met Jijiba, I could always rely on them as a bedrock of integrity.
俺に何かあっても団長ちゃんさえいれば10点集とこの世界はきっと大丈夫だろう。
if I ever
思ったこともある。
if I ever stumble down a hole and vanish from the face of the sky realm, the Eternals and the world would continue chugging along without a hiccup under their head.
そんな団長ちゃんに
I don't know if given to yourself
信じ
doubt
て
like
く
what
れ
you're
る
doing
と
now.
言われた。そんなの答えは決まってる。
So back to the question, did I still trust Vegetable? There's only one answer to do that.
ああ、信じてるよ。信じてると思う。
Yeah, I still trust you. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I still trust you. 110%.
だから俺は剣を収めた。
My beef with the my beef with the Dragon Kid was all but cool.
俺が信じる団長ちゃんに全てを託してみよう。そう思ったんだ。
I never have and will never lose faith in Vegetable. Now it was the time for me to put that faith to the test. By buying her nice things. Also, I'm gonna keep going.
ご用これですか？
Oh, no, that's the buy nice thing. That's going off the fight. Burning the. Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
それから俺がどうしたかって決まってる。井戸君にごめんなさいをしたんだ。
Well, this is. Well, this was awkward. I turned to Ed and gave him the best. Yeah, okay, no, screw this. Well, this was awkward. I turned to Ed and gave him the best. I'm sorry, I could muster.
結果のいかんに関わらず、やったことには責任を取らないとね。まあ、許してもらえるとは限らないけど。
Outcoming notwithstanding, this mess was on me. It was entirely within his right to stomp all over my apology if he chooses to do so.
気にするな。果てとやらはよくわからないが、俺の持つ破壊の竜の力が危険である以上、お前の判断は理解できる。
Forget it. I still don't get that boundary thing you mentioned. But given the destructive nature of the dragon's powers, I can at least see where you're coming from.
ああ、やっぱり。井戸君も団長ちゃんの同類。お人よしってわけだ。殴られた方が楽なこともあるんだけどね。
You know what? I'm getting kind of tired of doing that voice. Great, what to twist that knife into my guilty heart. He and Jajiro were so much alike, super kind, yet at times super ruthless. A dangerous combination to be sure.
これだけは言わせてくれ。
I'll do this voice from now on.
それがこの力を空から与えられた俺の役目だと信じているからだ。
Last thing I'll say about this, I'm going to keep using my powers for justice. I choose to believe that's what the skies intend for me.
だから今しばらく時間をくれ。
So if you intend to let me live a bit longer, I'd appreciate it.
ノブレス・オブリージュ。
Say, you ever heard the phrase noblesse obliged?
そんな言葉がある。強い力を持つ者には相応の義務が生じるって意味だ。
It means those who bear great power must bear an equally great obligation.
井戸君がこのこ
Or
とを知ってい
responsibility.
るかはわからない。
Stanley.
だけど、確かに体現しようとしている。俺と同じように。
Wonder if the kid's ever heard that expression before. Doesn't matter. He's a shining example of what that phrase entails.
だったら、俺が剣を収める意味はきっとあったんだろう。もっと早く気づいてよなんて、団長ちゃんには叱られそうだけど。
I was offering him a olive branch by laying down my arms. Of course, the J-Ball didn't see it that way. Her always slow on the uptake came the harsh rebuke.
本音を言えば、俺はまだ君の全てを信じることはできない。でも、俺が信じる団長ちゃんは君を信じている。
Don't get me.
団長ちゃんの判断にかけてみるまでさ。
Don't get me wrong, Ed. You haven't earned my complete trust yet. But if J-Ball says you're good, then you're good. For your sake, I suggest you don't lose their trust at any cost.
井戸君は十分だと言いたげに口元を緩めた。
It looked like he wanted to get something off his chest.
正直、シエテと団長の関係が羨ましい。
This is going to sound silly, but I'm jealous of the report between you and Chichirable.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
誰にでも優しい団長ちゃんだけど、なぜか俺にだけは厳しい。井戸君もそんな場面を見ているはずで、
What?
羨ましがられる覚えがない。
Fine, I'll do it one more time, game. I'll do it one more time. Jealous? He lost me there. Jibo acts like a saint to everyone except Moi. I'm treated like the scum that gets scooped out of the fish tank. I think she's has a heart for me. Oof! Now I've gotten made myself sad.
俺は団長が誰かと皮肉を言い合ったり殴ったりするようなところは見たこと
Learn
ない。
to have a headache doing that voice. Oh my god. I'm still gonna try to do that voice whenever the game starts throwing like ma and oof and just memeable stuff like that. Still gonna do that. You're special. No one gets the same level of snark or ribbing that you do. Is that worth something? Oh, I feel like it's into tsundere women. I feel like he prefers tsundere women.
団長にとってのシエテはただの仲間ではなく気の置けない家族のようなものなのかもな。
You guys share an infinity beyond regular crewmates. I'd go so far as to call it familial.
そうか。そうなのかな。
Yeah, that never occurred to me.
井戸君の言葉を改めて噛み締めてみる。
I mulled it over in my head.
そっか。喧嘩ができる家族みたいな存在か。なるほど。俺は団長ちゃんにとってのお兄さんだったのか。
I know what that is thinking. You're not family, you're not family, you're not family, fuck your family, fuck your family, fuck your family, fuck your family. That's what's going on in his head. Yeah, like a sibling squabble, right? I totally played the big brother role to a T.
シエテが弟では。
More like the younger.
いやいやいや、ちゃんと年齢通りお兄ちゃんだよね。なんか今、エセルが肩をすくめる姿を幻視した気がするけれど。
Oh? By age, right? That wouldn't make any sense. I swear I just saw a figment of Tien smirking at me.
まったく感動に浸ってたのに野暮なこと言うな、井戸君は。
I was like, I don't want to do that one more like young. I want to do that line more like younger. Over again. More like the younger. Okay, there we go. Curse. Curse you, kid, for spoiling the mood. Curse you. Okay, I probably didn't need to do that, but what's done is done. And now Seofon is trying to read.
お手紙が届いてますよ。
Hey Seofon, this letter came for you.
ありがとう、ルリアちゃん。
Awesome. Thanks a bundle, Lyria.
井戸君との決闘の後、俺はウーノに事の顛末を記した手紙を送っていた。
Once we returned to town, I had drafted a report about the id curve. Oh my god. Alright, hold on, let me double back. Once we returned to town, I had drafted a report about the id kerfuffle and sent it off to Andre. I can't read.
正直なところ、どんな返事が来るのか、ちょっとだけ心配だった。
My hands shrivel ever so slightly as I unsealed the envelope, and my pulse began to quicken. There must have been distress. I must have been distressed over the response that lay waiting within.
井戸君という空の脅威を見つけて排除しようとしたけど、団長ちゃんの強い説得に応じて剣を収めたこと。
I hadn't sugarcoated any of the details. I judged it to be a threat and attempted to eliminate him, but Jable's steadfast guidance helped me cool my head.
以前の俺だったら躊躇なく排除していたはずで、果たして自分の変化が正しいものなのか自信がないと、ちょっとした愚痴というか弱音だ。
Me in the old days would have been like, slay first, ask later. The leader of the Eternals is always right. I cringe at the recollection of my former bigoted self. But on to the letter.
シエテゼーガグランデ区域における報告読ませてもらった。君は以前と変わってしまった自分の思考について悩んでいるようだね。
Dear...
どうになるかわからないけど、
I have to read the
私
entire
は
letter.
手紙を綴っておくよ。
Okay, guys, it stopped somewhere at least. I have to say, is this gonna keep going on? Luckily, it didn't. It didn't go keep going on. Okay, dear Seofon, I read your report with rapt interest. I get the sense you're conflicted with your personal development over the years. I don't know how helpful this may prove to be, but I'd like to offer my perspective.
人は変わる。それは当然のことだ。
People change all the time. That shouldn't come to as any surprise.
君はもちろんカトルやシスを見ればわかるように、10点集とて例外ではない。そしてその変化の中心にいるのが団長であることも間違いない。
As we've seen with Fiorware and Seox, the Eternals are no exception. It's safe to say Dejirable's influence is largely responsible for altering the path we've taken.
私も10点集が変わってしまうことへの恐れはある。けれど今のところその変化は10点集にとってプラスに働いているようだ。
Even an old coot such as myself managed to learn new tricks. As far as I'm concerned, the Eternals have changed for the better.
であれば受け入れるのも一つの手だと私は思うよ。君は10点集頭目としてなすべきことをした。それは間違いないと断言しよう。
By that logic, you would simply be the newest member to undergo a long overdue transformation. You made the decision as expected of a leader, and no one can argue about that or with that. Sincerely, Andre.
やっぱり一番の理解者はウーのかな。
No one understands me like you do, old
今
friend.
回の俺の決断を非難するでもなく受け入れてくれた。おかげで肩の荷が少し下ろせた気がする。
Looks like Andre was letting my bonehead mistake slide without too much of a fuss. At least this time, anyways. That was a small weight off my shoulders.
人は変わるか。
People change all the time, he says. But war never changes.
ありきたりな言葉だ。でもそれが当てはまるくらいには、俺もありきたりだっていうのは、存外悪い気分でもなかった。
It sounds so obvious, but hey, when you're right, you're right.
シエテさん、ちょっと手伝ってほしいんですけど。
Hey, Seofon, come help us, lazy bones.
俺を呼ぶ声がした。
It's always nice to feel wanted.
はいはい。団長ちゃんの仰せとあらば。
Your wish is my command.
残念ながら、俺のみそぎは済んではいないようで。
It would only seem my trials and tribulations had only begun.
団長ちゃんにご納得いただけるまでは、この空域でもう一暴れする必要があるらしい。
Before leaving the Skydome, I need to perform a spectacular deed to erase my name from Jediable's crap list.
でも、団長ちゃんがあんな風に呼びつけるのって、やっぱり俺だけだよね。
A lazy bones, am I? If I don't need to hear anyone getting called lazy bones. Wait.
ああ、認めるよ。
Wait. So, well, so wouldn't that make you special? I'm starting to think people has a hot for Seofon.
今はそれがちょっと嬉しい。
I feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's called love, Seofon. It's called love. Well, anyways, we still got a bit of stuff to check out. If anything, if I'm gonna actually do like more Fate episodes, I'll probably do Rackham next. Probably. Also, let me go ahead and put the twin back in here. And get her gear back. See, where is it? There we go. But I kinda need to check this out anyways. As for Seofon, you know what? I could give him some things. Alright. You know what? I think I'm just gonna give him damage cap. Well, let's see how many damage caps I have. Let me go back to attack. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I have this now. Granted, that's like her help too. Fine. Right, this and this. Alright. I could give this to Cat and make her healing a little bit stronger. But where are her caps at with healing? Or what's the cap for improved healing? Pretty low. Okay, on. You know, it might be a very risky thing, but I think I'm just gonna take down I'm gonna take down Aegis for like in favor for a damage cap. So we'll do this. Okay, so now she has less health. Damage cap, I need to replace this with something. I don't know what to replace with. You know what? Hold on, we have. I think we can replace her. I need to get rid of these. What? Where's supplementary damage? Use supplementary damage over this. I'll give her like a really weak one, or not really weak one, but one of the level 4s. Also, yeah, this is what I mean. Like early on the stream, if Roll of the Die was good, I would have equipped it, but it's not that great. That's why I bother. Like this thing only goes up to what was it? 999,999 damage. Yeah, I feel like we could do more damage than that. I think. No, yeah, we can do more damage than that. Thanks to War Elemental, or not War Elemental. Damage cap. Thanks to damage cap. But I'm not gonna use that. Alright, you already have this. I feel like I should get War Elemental off of. I'll probably get War Elemental off of see you later. Maybe give it to whatchamacallit? What's the name again? Vayne. Also, wait, really? I could have sworn supplementary damage was wait, hold on. Is there anything else I can use? Wait, she already has crit rates. I'm not gonna bother with that. Actually, hold on. Yep. Crit rate. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. She has a tyranny. Hold on. I don't think it'd be under defense. I think it'd be more of a support thing. Which would be really odd, actually. You know what? Hold on. I think it's just. No, I'm just sure. Just keep this off yet. I don't know what the supplementary damage is, so we're just gonna do that. Alright, where are you? Supplementary damage. I can give you a greater radius, but I feel like your health is good enough. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, there's a quick cooldown here. Stay focused. I don't think she. Well, she could technically use stay focused, but I'd rather not give her that. Mental class cannon, much more. Where are you? Okay, that's not it. Actually, no, I might have passed it. I think about it. Right. Also, I'm not following the throw. Like, if there's any character that benefits off of throw, it's probably Oikens. But aside from that, I don't think a lot of people benefit off of a throw. I have this. I'll have to get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Well, I couldn't give her supplementary damage anyways because we already have 2 characters with that. You know what? I'll give you. I could give you a train, but I don't think she needs. Well, I'll give you the. Well, I might give her the train, but I don't know. Hell with it. You got it for now. Okay. Nope. One. Rearrange this. There we go. Alright, now it's looking a little bit better. Just a little bit. I'm going to have to do something about that tyranny, though. Yeah, but for now, I think this will be good. Just good enough. Alright. Alright, now she's doing a little bit less damage, but fortunately, I've been actually working on another piece of her, I've been working on another piece of her equipment, which I may try to get. Probably. But for now, we need to go off and do some grindage. Okay, let's see. You know what? Actually, I have plenty of those. Let's see what I can do with that. Upgrade the sigils. You already have all these. I guess I can level this up. Where's this up? Oh, might as well do this first. More damage cap. This girl has the better end. Alright, no, let's go get Territory Head unit. Let's go get some Territory Head units. Let's go ahead and do that. Got 13 minutes anyway, so might as well. Also, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep Seofon with us. Yeah, okay, no, he's fine. Let's see. Just go find some Territory Head units so we can upgrade that. Ugh. Well, anyways, yeah. I've been thinking about putting this game on the back burner for a while. I don't know. I mean, enjoying the grinding so far, but now I'm getting a little bit burnt out from just grinding over and over. Like, rather burnt out. If anything, I'm starting to I don't know, slowly lose interest, but at the same time, I can hardly blame the game for that. More like, he wanted to grind this game as much as possible. Good thought, yeah. I'm really far away from him. That's the one downside about playing as when it's easy to get lost. It's always so hard for me to dodge. But luckily, we do just enough damage to deal with them. Anyways, yeah, let's try to get some a little bit stronger. Yeah, so far I've been actually liking Twin a lot. I've been liking pairing her with what do you call it? I've been liking pairing with her with Io. I think the two of them do a lot of damage, like range damage. You know what? Range damage is what I'm all for. Like, just playing as range characters is what I'm all for in this game. Like, I don't know. I tried playing with Data. I've tried playing with I think another character. What's her name again? Oh yeah, Narmaya. Yeah, I've been just playing as a lot of characters. And, so far, I don't know. I feel like I kind of just prefer ranged characters. They're a bit safer to play with, and on top of that, you really don't have to worry about keeping up with damage. You just really don't have to worry about keeping up with damage. Like, you do plenty of damage like, you're able to do your DPS from, like, really far away, which is just fine, actually. Just really fine. If anything, it's not too difficult to do damage. If anything, it's like being... I'm not sure if you guys ever played Terra, but it's kind of like being an archer in Terra. playing as a ranged character. Just really easy to keep up with your damage. Being able to hit from afar. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean the other characters aren't playable. Like, they definitely are playable, but I don't know, with characters like when yeah, just easy just to get. That's why I didn't do that. God damn it. Then that happens. Yep. Alright, well, I kinda messed up my DPS there. Fortunately. Oh well. And the only downside with playing as Tailwind is her cooldowns on her skills are a little bit long. Well, with the optimal playstyle that I'm doing. Anything, yeah, with the way I'm playing as Tailwind, yeah, her playstyle is like a little bit more focused on like getting off burst damage. Really excels at, but also I'm literally forgetting to actually do this. Oh, we should be able to beat him on, like, beat him while he's doing his first attack. Hopefully. Alright, like, let's get him now. I literally messed up with that first attack. I was going to say that she's not too difficult to play, but then I messed up my damage rotation. Miraculously. If anything, I feel like Tailwind's like one of those characters who probably would want nimble defense or either improved dodge or to get her attacks off. Also, self-defense from I actually need one of those. Yeah, she's one of those characters who probably would benefit from improved dodge because if anything, you want to get good at dodge canceling her attacks. Yeah, if you didn't actually master Twins dodge canceling Twins attacks, and she's not too bad to play as. You won't be too bad to play as. Just remember to keep your distance or keep a healthy distance from the boss, and you should be fine, basically. Like, as far as ranged characters go, I think I prefer her over like all the other ranged characters. Like, I still like Neo for getting off a lot of damage, but at the same time she's a little bit I won't say she's slow, but she's a little bit, I don't know how can I put this, a little bit locked in when she's doing damage against other enemies. Against boss. Oops. I used the wrong attack. I used the wrong attack again. I didn't dodge that. I really wish her first combo after you dodge things, or allowed her to dodge things. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. With all this, because well, you're debuffed already. Yeah, there's one thing Twin plays, or one type of team Twin plays really well with, it's debuff teams. I was like, maybe we dropped the DPS a little bit down there. Oh, that's fine. I suppose he got locked up a little bit back there. Alright, there we go. I hopefully get a head unit off of this. This is the one boss I can't really stand because sometimes the head units don't really drop that well. Other times they do. Other times they do.
やったわといただくわ
There we go, a head unit. Like, I would try to do the boss mechanic, but unfortunately we're kind of killing the boss a little bit too quickly. And if anything, if we're killing the boss quickly, might as well just focus on killing him as quickly as possible, rather than trying to do the mechanics. If anything, that's probably a little bit faster, plus to get more rewards out of it. As such. Well, even though that wasn't really a lot of rewards. Let's do the quest again. Alright, we got 4 minutes, so hopefully we get... Like, hopefully we get it. If we don't, then, well, oh well. I'll probably just do this, on my own time.
私に任せてちょうだい。ピアレス。
You like this, and then hit you some more.
便利だと思わね。注意してくれ。慎重に行きましょう。狙い撃つ。貫く。
I'm gonna get him. And there you go. Managed to get my DPS off just in time. Oh. I got hit by that. Hit by that. Yeah, if anything, yeah, this is like the one character who would really benefit off of dodge canceling. Come on, guys, you do it, get him! Oh my god, okay, there we go. Ugh. Alright. You know, we still got 2 more minutes. I'll just do like 1 round. Well, I'll just get the head unit right here, then I'll probably just call it, here. I don't think we will. Oh, no, we got it. Okay. Figured out myself. If anything, I feel like the head units got, like, buffed in terms of, dropping. Just a little bit. Which is actually pretty nice, because I can use more head units just to keep pushing on. There we go. Now I kind of want to bring EO back. And nothing wrong with Seofon, but I don't know. I really just want to bring EO back. Mostly because she has debuffs. That's one thing that Seofon doesn't have. He doesn't have any debuffs. It's kind of strange because you expect him to play pretty well with Twin, but he really doesn't. Actually, one. I think we'll just go ahead and wrap things up with upgrading one of this. That. Okay, it wasn't that. Okay, it was this. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade the Black Dragon scales. There we go. Get Cag to actually do as much damage as possible. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and hold on to my Silver Centrums. There's one thing I wanted to work on with Cagliostro. And hopefully next time we stream this, I'll be able to show it off. Hopefully. But for now, I think we're gonna go ahead and end things right here. So if you guys enjoyed the stream and want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below as long as it's constructive. So without further ado, this is Tengu signing off.